everybody, and welcome back for another episode of My Chaotic Budget. My name is Sandra, and on this channel we do all things budget related when it comes to mine and my husband's paychecks. And in this episode, we are going to go ahead and do our budget with me for my husband's paycheck that is coming up on October 10th. I had that oopsie that I talked about in my previous video, and I am so glad that I have a buffer because we're going to have to pull that buffer back in. And it's okay. It's okay. I'm just happy because I'm not having to use credit, and credit is the enemy right now. And we have to try to avoid the enemy as best as we can, because trying to take down the enemy has been an issue. But you all know what I'm talking about. Okay, so let's get into it. This here is my Moterm Traveler's Notebook. This here is what I use to house not just my calendar for work and my to-do list for work, but it is also where I keep my budget. And I love it. I love this system. It, uses these elastic bands to keep everything in place, which is awesome. And I got these notebooks from Amazon. They usually come in a set of 3, depending on what you want. And in this one, this one right here, this is where I house the budget. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. I love it. I think I may have found the next thing that is going to be a constant in my budgeting life, which is awesome. Just like my ledger. My ledger has been a constant for at least, the last 2 months, 3 months. I am in awe that I am actually, anyway, I can get into that, but let's move on. Okay, so I did buy this. It's a lovely little cover because this is the cover that is going to stay here all the time. But on the inside, I do have this little pouch. And then here is the notebook that I am currently using. I like this because it has a little zipper pouch, and I can use it to put stickers. I can use it to put whatever I need to house, but this will be a constant, and this may need to get changed out once it's filled up. So this is my budget book. I went ahead and I decorated it a little bit more, and I love it. I was using my fall sticker book. Oh my God, it gave me such joy. Okay, so here, this is where I am keeping track of our budget. This is, of course, the budget calendar that I have that I share with you guys. Let me go ahead and zoom in a little bit. And so this is where I am trying to keep track. So I'm going to try to do a weekly spending check-in every Friday, which I've been doing so much better at that. It still hasn't become a habit, but I'm doing my best to keep up with it, which is really good because it's keeping me accountable. And then I was supposed to do my budget with me yesterday, but it was a work day, so I had to push it to today, which is Sunday, October 5th. And that's okay. That's what the weekends are for. The weekends are for not just for me to relax and reset, but also to kind of play catch up when I need to. So that's what I'm doing today, playing a little bit of catch up with my videos and my budget with me. So I did update my hours that I have. I am so happy. I'm so close to 3,000, and I just want to say thank you all for giving me at least 5-6 minutes of your time every time that you watch my videos. Thank you. It means a lot, and it does add up. So thank you. I'm keeping track, of course, of my plan, everything that I'm here. You can see when we started, we had 2582, so we really are picking up those numbers. Okay, so these were our past budget with me's, and we need to get into our current one. So here is the current one. Let me put this here to try to keep it from opening up. Okay. So my husband's check, he should be pulling in about $1,688. That is the budgeted amount. I will put the actual here, and then of course any rollover that we have. I will more than likely, like I said, need to pull in from the buffer, which is okay. We needed it. I'm going to go ahead and do it. I'm not going to hold back, because if I hold back, then I'm going to be tempted to use credit because I don't want to touch the cash, which doesn't make sense. So that's why I'm going to do that. Here also, I need to move extra debt sinking funds money into the account so that I can pay Best Buy, because look at the numbers. The numbers are going to be amazing. Y'all are going to love it, and I'm going to need you all here to make sure that I get it done. Okay, so these are the bills that we have. This is the first section that I like to take care of. So the first section I take care of is bills. That's Amazon Music is coming out. The minimum payment that I have for Best Buy will be $150. This is something that I've already talked about with you guys when I discussed my debt confession or my debt update. Netflix is coming out at $37, which I love. Wednesday, I've been watching it on repeat. I just absolutely love it. I play the cello, so seeing her, put the cello out there into the world, I'm just like, oh my gosh, so many young kids are going to be inspired to play the cello, and that's what I want. So thank you, Netflix. Ring is $6. Disney Plus is $18. Paramount is $15. Peacock is $16. And my MasterCard is $120. Now, here, the prices for these are going to go up, and I'm really worried about that. And I told my husband, I go, we're going to have to see what we need to get rid of. And I understand that there's one show that we watch here, there's one show that we watch there, but it may not be beneficial for us to have them. We may have to sit down and really think, do we need to keep these in our lives? But that's up to him. That's up to him, because these are his guilty pleasures. And if that's what he wants to spend his money on, then that's what he wants to spend his money on. So we'll just have to figure it out. All right, so all of the bills then total out to $384. And that leaves us $1,304 left to work with. It's a really small amount, but like I said, I am going to move money in from the buffer to take care of whatever we're lacking. Okay, so here we normally take out $30 for extra debt. So that's going to go to Best Buy. Yearly fee. We do have a yearly fee coming up for our Amazon Prime and our Sam's Club in November. So I'm glad that we're continuously adding to this, because we're going to need to pay some big money on that. Emergency cash will only be $20 because of such a low amount. So I'm not going to pull out more than that. High yield savings account, $85. And we've already put extra money towards Christmas, so this will be the usual that we distribute amongst the different accounts that we have in our sinking funds. And then here comes all of our lovely debt snowballs. So $34 from Amazon, $200 from 2024, Experian $6, TJ Maxx $30, and Hubby $142. All of this totals out to $572. So it's a huge amount, I know, but it's going to be beneficial for us to pay down our Best Buy. So in a little bit, we'll add everything up and look what the projected Best Buy payment might be. Okay, so after taking out for savings and sinking funds, that's $572. We're left with $732. Groceries will be $352. Dining out will be $200. But these combined together become our food category, depending on how busy we are. I think my husband and I, we're going to spend a little bit more time with groceries this time around. At least we're going to try. And we're going to try to make more meals at home. Even if it's just for a few days out of the week, that's more days than we have been doing. So we're going to try. Gas, $80, and then spending $100. This is a very low amount for spending, and this is for like household supplies, anything that we need. So this is why I'm saying we may need to grab from our buffer, because this is $100 less, and this is about $50 less. So that's quite a big amount. That's $150 that we're a little bit short. So I'm going to see what we can do and figure out the numbers. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look and see what our projected amount for our next Best Buy payment. Oh my gosh, this number is going to be so cool. I haven't done it yet, and I'm so eager to do it. Okay, before we add anything else, because this is the minimum payment for Best Buy, Where's our sinking funds? Our sinking funds here. Extra debt is 130. So we're going to add 130. That's going to come back into the account from our high yield savings account. And now let's go ahead and start from here. So we're going to add $30 for extra debt. Then we are going to add $34 from the debt snowball for Amazon. We're going to add $200 from our debt snowball from 2024. We're going to add $6 from our debt snowball at Experian. We're going to add $30 from our debt snowball from TJ Maxx. And we're going to add $142 from our hubby's debt snowball. Oh my God, that's such a huge amount. Even if we get close to that, can we do that? Oh my gosh. I am a little bit in disbelief because that number is huge. That number is huge. If we're able to do that, oh my God, we're going to put a huge dent in this if we can do it. So 722. Oh my gosh. It'll come down so much. Oh, okay. We've got to make it happen. You all got to help me. You got to make sure that I do it. You all have to make sure that I get it done. Oh, wow. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. I'm so looking forward to this. This is kind of crazy. Okay, let me put that here. Okay, so our projected Best Buy payment is $722. Oh my God. I will be so happy if I can actually make it happen. If I can make it happen, that's pretty intense. That is super intense. I am excited. Oh. All right. Well, that's all that I have for this video, guys. Please keep rooting me on. If I can do this, so can you, because we started with nothing and now we have money in our sinking funds, in our high yield savings account. We're bringing down our debt, we're tackling everything, and we still have money to enjoy the things of life. Oh my God. Okay. All right, guys, I gotta go. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.